Good evening, everyone. How are you this evening? Welcome in and welcome back. Some of you, I hope you got dinner if you did the trial with me today. Good to see all of you. Hi, Christy Smith. Hello, I have new socks on. How you doing? Hi, all I need is Jesus, coffee, and true crime. Back at ya. Hi, Becky Laux, Marina Girl. Hi, Castle. So good to see all of you. We're going to talk this once. We're going to let some people come in here. It's a little later than I normally come on. So we're about an hour and 20 minutes later than my normal 8:30 p.m. But with the trial, it just works better. They can watch it on the replay later. But welcome in. Today is Thursday, the 10th of April. Hello, Dinkster. We are going to be discussing Sebastian Rogers, the landfill search. Hi, June. Good to see you again. The landfill search. And first, I have up on the screen is some photos that were taken from the videos. Someone enlarged it and sent it to me. And I just want you to look at, is that a tarp? What are they looking at? Could that be what we heard allegedly? Trash bags. I don't know. Hi, show poodles. How you doing? Hey, Zuzu Petals. Gypsy girl. Rita M. Everyone in the bushes. Hello to you. We love it when you pop in periodically. It's good. Glad to have you here too, and also the replay crew. So this was sent to me, and I'm referring to the landfill search for Sebastian Rogers. Excuse me. Sebastian Rogers was last seen February 25th. And we're going to I'm going to introduce the case again because we always hope new people, right, are hearing about Sebastian's case. So I'll introduce the case. Hi, Frank, Bear 90, alcoholic. Hello, hello. Sebastian was last seen February 25th, 2024, driving away from the Texas Roadhouse where he had dinner with his mother. He's captured on video. It's about 6:24 p.m. to 6:26 p.m. And that is the last proof of life we have of Sebastian, other than his mother saying they went home. The two of them were home. He went to bed at 9. She went to bed most recently at 11 p.m., according to Dateline. And when she checked on him in the morning, he wasn't there. This is for entertainment purposes only. Nothing is to be taken as an accusation. Nothing's to be taken as fact unless you read it from law enforcement or an article that I tell you is fact. There are no one is being accused. We are sharing our opinions, speculations, and theories about Sebastian Rogers, who has been missing, was reported missing February 26, 2024. We are Sebastian's Army. If you are looking for ways to help to volunteer, please or you want your packet with t-shirts, bracelets, and flyers, please contact We Are Sebastian's Army at gmail.com. Hi, Sassy T. Awesome, by the way. Hi, Frank. Hi, Tam here. So, excuse me. Sebastian has not been, there was no scent from Sebastian's home, according to law enforcement. According to law enforcement, they've told law enforcement is shared with the father, Seth Rogers. I don't know why we say that. The father, Seth Rogers, that there's no evidence of that Sebastian left the house. Very perplexing, concerning. There is a $447,000 reward because of Dog the Bounty Hunters involved. The FBI started the reward with $50,000. Hi, Beth Lake. How you doing? Good to see you. And there's a huge reward, yet no one has come forth. And we are still searching to bring Sebastian home. By the way, as of this evening, some of you asked me for updates on Jonathan Hong. Same situation, highly functioning autistic, came home, went into his room, khaki pants, green shirt, carrying an iPad. And in the morning when his mother went to check on him, quote, he wasn't there. They said he did not take shoes. He doesn't have shoes on his feet. He didn't take his jacket. He didn't take his cell phone. But he may have taken his iPad, but it would be dead by now and does not have cellular data. But the thing about the iPhone is they said that he takes that when he's going in the car on trips, road trips. He loves to take walks. He always asks permission. He's not a wanderer. He's very verbal, but he does struggle with problem solving, and they worry he wouldn't be able to make himself visible for search and rescue. He is 21. He is 21 years old, and they are searching for him. And I did have an update on my phone today regarding his status. Hold on one second. I think I may have captured a photo of it because I was on live. It is. Okay. So Jonathan is considered documented vulnerable adult. Okay. Ellie's involvement is definitely being treated differently than if he was not considered a vulnerable adult. He would not be considered capable of decision making or capable of safely leaving on his own for an extended period of time. Jonathan's family would be notified if he was found. Okay. And we were just talking about that. So even though he's 21, if he was found, they would notify the family. Now, the level of how much, because he is labeled as a vulnerable adult, does that protect his adulthood that they wouldn't disclose his location? I will look that up. But I wanted to share that. There's no other updates on, they have not found or located Jonathan Hong. And we are discussing Sebastian Rogers. Also, the 5-year-old autistic boy, Caden Nolan from Memphis, Tennessee. He disappeared yesterday. We were going to cover him this evening. I just want to tell you, they did find him deceased in water. So rest his little soul. He snuck out during the day while his aunt was napping yesterday. So lots of kids, lots of vulnerable children missing, and lots of children missing, period. So let's take a look at this. Welcome in, everyone. We are going to look at a couple of photos from the landfill search in Kentucky. What are they doing here? I can enlarge it a little bit more for you. Someone took this off the videos that were on TV, and I'll share with you some videos about the landfill search. Do not miss, stay for the last video for sure, because we're good. Okay. Stay for the end because the last video is different than the others and you can't find it anymore. At least I can't. So I'm going to give y'all a challenge at the end to see if you can. Okay. Welcome in, everyone. Pink Butterfly, Perfect Pun, Jenny Mount. Always good to see you. Hi, Holly S. Welcome back. Debbie says what? Hey, Passion Flower. Funny Chess. Hi, Sassy. Becky. Hello, hello. Good to see you. So here we go. Here is the landfill search. Now, Sebastian was reported missing the 26th. March 3rd was the P-Foot's stepfather and mom's first interview. And that was also, and then March 4th was mom and stepdad's first local interview, and also the day Sumner County Sheriff's Office pulled back the search, and they did a fantastic job searching. I mean, they searched an amazing amount, an amazing radius, amazing resources in the air, in the water, on the ground. Digitally, it became a digital search is what they did. It became digital. And in my opinion, it's going to be a lot of digital will come into play if they can locate the people that they believe are responsible. I know we all have our own opinion, but we don't know yet, right? But they are our opinions. So, speaking of which, here they are at the landfill. One thing that we kind of missed, and we went over it before the sighting of the clothing at the landfill, which I have that message for you too, had found an article that had said they found something and learned something at the landfill. And we hadn't heard that before. But now I'm kind of realizing why I hadn't heard it. I didn't remember it. Okay, I can't find it, but we're gonna talk. I'm gonna show you the news anchor's March 7th video, March 8th video, March 9th video, and we're gonna look at the one that states that they did find something. Okay, and then we'll see that it's no longer there. I'll give you that challenge to see if you can find it. And I also want to talk about, what do you think they're doing right here? What's happening? Let me try and enlarge it for you a little bit more. Take a look. They're searching the Kentucky landfill March 8th. So from March 4th, when they scaled back when Sumner County Sheriff's Office, who is the lead agency, when they scaled back the March 4th search, or scaled back the search, they then went over to, they filed a search warrant for probable cause, which included probable cause in order to search that landfill. And that doesn't just take a second, right? Because there's a process they have to write. It's based on, there's an affidavit they write. They have to swear to the judge under oath that they believe 51% more than 51% chance, I believe it is that there was a crime committed and something would be there. The crime is being committed and something's there, is about to be. And it's, something related to a crime of Sebastian Rogers would be there. Okay. Someone asked, let me see here. Let me read it before I read it out loud. I'm learning. Okay. Sassy, I can't see. What I see is a kind of either a trash bag, two of them, or a tarp. I don't know what's over here, but what they're looking at here, I don't know if they're looking in a trash bag. Remember, it's been in a dump truck. This is another thing we didn't know. They arrived. Remember, we always wondered, well, why did they arrive however many days after he went missing? Wouldn't it be gone? And I called the landfill and they said they all have their individual cells, but the moment it gets there, it's pushed, it's moved, it's pushed, it's moved, right? Well, we find from this article I'm going to show you, we watched it last week before this comment came out that someone had made. Okay, and they arrived at the Kentucky landfill the day the trash from Sebastian Rogers' home arrived. They went and spoke to the trash person, and he told them exactly, where he dumped the trash, and I guess they tracked the trash from Sebastian's home. Okay. Hi, Carolina. Um, we're just going over this landfill picture. So, and it's all nothing verified, but this is law enforcement at the landfill. So this is verified. This occurred. But I'm saying our speculation of what it is. Now, Sassy, can you describe to me what part you're seeing? Oh, yes. Are you talking about the I see more of like a cover. That could be maybe a mattress cover. So that is, I wanted to show that to you. Oh, I'm sorry, my cursor's in the way. Let me move it. For those of you just coming in, we are going to watch, where is oh, my goodness, y'all. We are going to watch 3 videos from WKRN of their coverage of the landfill search. And I want you to pay attention to them. And then I'm going to show you a video that says something very different. But it sounds like one of the other videos, so you almost realize they maybe changed some, edited it, right? So earplugs in, attention focused. Sassy, if you tell me do you think it is a cover, a mattress cover? The mattress, I know what mattress cover you're talking about. I can't find my mouse. Where's my mouse? My computer mouse is frozen. Y'all, what do you do when your mouse freezes? Oh my gosh, it's on the other screen, right? Oh my goodness, hold on. Sorry, you all, I got it now. My mouse froze. Oh my gosh. Sorry, y'all. I am having technical. It's me, it's no one else. Now I have an echo to get rid of. Can you hear me? No. Sorry, you all. I'm trying to get rid of an echo. My mouse froze, and now I have I came back in 1 second. Apologize. Can you hear me? Hmm. I have an echo. Do you all have an echo? Hear me now? You have an echo? Okay, you don't have. Okay, so I'm gonna share the first article with you, and then I'll try and deal with an echo because it's on my end. This will be from WKRN regarding the landfill search.
I've been out here in White Plains, Kentucky.
Okay, I have reopened. There. Can you hear me now? Whew, that was that was trying. Okay, so I hope you can hear me now. You're so sweet, perfect bun. Here I'm messing up. Looks like a construction grade waste bag. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for that. Actually, snapshot that. Give me a one if you guys can hear me just because I got kicked out again. I want to make sure that I'm back in properly before I talk and all of that. Thank you so much, Jenny. I wrote that down. I made note of that. And thank you for your sweet donation. I appreciate it. Getting down here to make sure you all can hear me. Good. Okay, so we're on it. I'm going to share the first article with you. Sorry about that, you all. I'm going to share the first article from WKRN regarding the landfill search for Sebastian Rogers. And they ceased the search in the neighborhood around his neighborhood March 4th. And March 7th and 8th, they searched, March 7th, I believe they searched the landfill. Let's watch.
They're still holding out hope that they're able to find him and are
of Sebastian Rogers. Search in Kentucky connected to the missing. Well, the precautionary landfill search in Kentucky connected to the missing Sumner County teen is over. Investigators say they did not find anything related to the disappearance of Sebastian Rogers, that 15-year-old with autism, went missing about 2 weeks ago. Our Brendan Tierney's live in the studio with our continuing coverage on this search. And we know you just got off the phone with the sheriff, Brendan. What did he or she have to say?
Tracy, yeah, the sheriff told me that at this point he is still considering it to be a recovery, search and rescue operation. He's concerned, though, that it might become a recovery effort as they are going further and further into it. After yesterday, they didn't find anything up at the landfill. He says that the trash company gets collected in Sebastian's neighborhood on Monday mornings. It was during that time period between when he was last seen and Sebastian was reported missing. So they went up there wanting to make sure they didn't miss anything from that time period. They didn't receive any specific tips about the landfill. And that's why after searching in the area, the trash from Monday was found. They were not able to come away with any additional evidence. At this point, they were reviewing stuff from earlier in the investigation to make sure they didn't possibly miss anything, and they are trying to come up with more possible leads. The sheriff told me that they had a spotting over in East Tennessee earlier today. They sent a deputy all the way out there, ended up not being Sebastian, but they're still holding out hope that they're able to find him.
Okay. So, oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I had the comment up. I'm sorry. Thank you again, Jenny Mount. Okay, so that's one. And that they didn't find anything. Okay. And that one's from March 9th, WKRN. We might be going out of order. We're going to be doing the 7th, 8th, and 9th, but just a moment. Excuse me. And just pay attention to his intros so you can see if you see anything similar from one of them to the final one that I show you, because I can't find the other one, and then I'll give you the challenge.
Plains, Kentucky for about 2 hours, and the search has been going on throughout that time. I've seen a couple Sumner County vehicles go in and out, and dump trucks. Some of those drivers are telling me that a lot of the regular spots where they drive in through are closed at the moment while this search is ongoing. So why are we here? This is where the trash from Sumner County ends up, according to the Sumner County Sheriff. So he got an order earlier this morning, a search warrant, I should say, to search this area, this landfill. They say right now it's just a precautionary measure to see if they can find any evidence. In White Plains, Kentucky, Adam Mintzer.
Okay, and that was from, we're getting to one, Susan. We're getting to one. Stick with it. Stick with it. Wait till you see the fourth one I share. So that one is from March 7th. He says they're where the Sumner County trash ends up. It is the other one. He said the neighborhood trash. It's precautionary, but they went and got a search warrant. We know search warrant is probable, required probable cause. They swear under oath that they have reason to believe that a crime, something, evidence, or part of the crime has been committed and would be found there. Okay, so now that was same reporter, right? March 7th, March 9th. We'll get to the next two. Remember, pay attention to what the rest of his, just everything, just to see if he's changed something. This one is March 8th. So We have March 9th was the first one. Sorry, we're going out of order. March 7th, and then this is March 8th. Same reporter. And he slipped when he called it a recovery. So whether, I'm not sure. Oh, yes, Gypsy, I'm glad you caught that, because I think, well, let's just keep going and then we can talk about it after. But I caught that too, but it could have been a slip because he used recovery in the end of the sentence where he said they thought going forward it may be. So let's listen to this one from March 8th, and then I'll show you the final one that says they found something.
But it seems as we go
traveled to a landfill in Hopkins County, Kentucky. It's where trash from Sebastian's neighborhood goes for disposal.
The teen has been missing for 10 days now, and despite a large search effort, officials say there are still no signs of Sebastian. News 2's Adam Mincer is live at the landfill with more today. Adam.
Haley, we just heard a short while ago from the Sumner County Sheriff telling us more specifically that they spoke to the person who picked up Sebastian Rogers' trash that day he went missing 10 days ago, and that person told them exactly where that he dropped off the trash from that neighborhood. And that's where they've been searching all day. You can see over my left shoulder, there's a little bit of a tarp. It's in that area that we saw crews up until about 30 minutes ago. They've been here all day for about 6 or 8 hours total. I saw about 20 people. Let me actually show you a little bit earlier what happened. We have some drone video of that moment. There was about 20 or so people from Sumner County searching that area closely. And we saw them actually shifting through the trash using machinery to get through it as well. It seems like those people and those machinery are gone now. We spoke to the sheriff's office a short while ago. They say that their original plan was to keep searching until it gets dark. We're about at that time right now. And we have no update if they found anything at all so far today. Now, as you were talking about, this is a precautionary move that they decided to make. They said that they're looking here just to make sure that they've covered all the possible questions and options about where Sebastian might be. But it seems as we go into an 11th day, the search will continue. Live in Hopkins County, Adam Mincer, News 2.
Okay, so precautionary, they tracked the trash. They even spoke to the trash person of Sebastian's. Yes, we will look at it again. Many are saying bed linens. That's concerning. That really makes my stomach drop, but let's not jump to conclusions. Remember, we're all speculating. Okay, now you saw these three, right? These three interviews. Now I'm going to show you one. Thank you to the individual who sent it to me. And this is full credit to Granny's Crime Busters. She must have downloaded it, kept it, because I can't find it. And I'm going to challenge you after we watch this. Now listen to the interview now. We will, Granny's Crime Busters, she'll come in and comment a little bit. And it's full credit to Granny for keeping this or having it, because I can't find it. Nancy Grace does not ask a question she doesn't know the answer to. Totally agree. Totally agree. So let's go to the other one I want to share with you, and then we'll go back to the picture and the comment that was left. And it's a comment. It's not anything from law enforcement. It's not anything from anyone investigating the case, involved in the case. No one. It's a comment that was left from someone. Hey.
Maintaining a healthy lifestyle is difficult enough already. With TeleRx, get your
Good evening.
Okay, remember the beginning of this, the one we watched? I think it was the first one we watched. Began like this. That first one we watched began like this, okay? So watch it. Credit to Granny's Crime Busters.
Running to some kind of anime character. When they search the landfill.
At 5. Thank you, Mark. A backhoe digs through mounds of trash at a Kentucky landfill. It's the latest effort in the search for a missing 15-year-old that is intensifying. Good evening and welcome to News 2 at 5. I'm Bob Mueller.
And I'm Haley Wilgus. Sebastian Rogers became the subject of an Amber Alert when he went missing last week. The TBI released new images of Sebastian today. The Sumner County Sheriff's Office traveled to the White Plains landfill in Hopkins County as a precautionary measure. They say the landfill is where trash from Sebastian's neighborhood was taken to. News 2's Adam Minzer is joining us live from that search site with an update. Adam.
Haley, Bob, we actually just heard from the Sumner County Sheriff telling us that they were looking in a very specific location. The location right behind me with that white tarp right there and a few people moving around. As you can see, there's more activity there now than there was previously in the day. It looks like they've resumed normal operations. Now, what's interesting about what the sheriff just told us is that they were looking this specific area because the trash from Sebastian's neighborhood got dumped here today. They spoke to the driver of the trash truck for that area, and he said that it was put in that space right behind us. I want to show you some drone footage.
So guys, that is something that did stand out to me. They went there the day that the trash from Sebastian's area was dumped. I didn't know that before. I don't know if you guys did. But yeah, they went there the day that it was dumped. Okay.
I don't know that either. Because this article I
This is
can't
as
find.
close as they've let us get to the search, but we took this a little bit earlier. You could see about 20 people searching this concentrated area using an excavator to move around the trash to get a better idea of what's there. As you said, this is all precautionary. The sheriff's office says that they were doing this to rule out possible questions and options, telling them where Sebastian may be. The search has been ongoing for about 10 days now. They extensively searched the area in Sumner County around Sebastian's home, and before moving here, about an hour and a half away to White Plains, Kentucky. Now, as it's starting to get dark, we're waiting to learn more about what, if anything, they found. As a reminder, Sebastian is 5'5" with dirty blonde hair, last seen wearing a black shirt and black sweatpants. Bob, Haley?
Adam is
He had the clothing right, a black shirt and black sweatpants. So he had the clothing right.
It's been a day-long effort. What happens now?
Buckle up.
At the last we heard from the sheriff, he says that now they look at what they found, look at what they learned, and then they reassess whether it's worth it to continue searching here or to move on to other.
They'll be reviewing what they found and what they learned. Did you catch that?
Okay, you all. Now you heard that. If you go and you go through the articles on WKRN on their YouTube channel, or you Google it and you search it, I challenge you to find that piece. Because we listened to what I could find on Landfill Search for WKRN. And this piece at the end, or this piece, and I don't know it must be at the end of it, states that they found something that, and they're going to assess what they found and what they learned. He arrived the day of the trash from Sebastian's neighborhood. They tracked the trash. So interesting. And remember, always from the beginning, I thought, because that 30-minute window where KP said she called, they called within minutes from 6 a.m. and dispatch was 6:33. I always wondered what they did for that 30 minutes and if it had anything to do with waiting for the trash truck to leave the neighborhood. And then Sonny Weatherford, the former sheriff who's deceased, rest in peace, I remember him saying, or this reporter even maybe quoting him, but he said, Sebastian went missing before the trash was picked up, and he was reported missing after it was picked up. Okay, and that's a very true statement. So let's go back to the pictures, and I'll read the message too, and we can look at it. Now, you all know this is unverified. It's a comment that someone left. It's unverified, like the trash bag, being found at the landfill. Also, like the flashlights, they've been unverified. Okay, let's read it. We don't have to report it. They know all about this, I promise. I've seen a lot of the interviews, but I thank you for your vigilance, by the way. I really do. But they've got this one. I've seen a lot of the interviews, but I missed that one. Parents definitely did something to that child. They found a trash bag full of his clothes at the landfill in Kentucky last year. I know this because I work for a trash hauling fleet that tips there, meaning tips their trash there. And I was there when they found it. If you hope your child is found, why would you throw his clothes away? Not even 2 months later after he's disappeared, in quotes. I wouldn't do it 2 years after. Okay. So this person claims to work for a trash hauling fleet that tips their trash there and saw them discover a trash bag full of Sebastian's clothes. Non-verified, we don't know, but that's what this post comment says. Okay. Let's go ahead and go back to the photos so y'all can look at them again. But you're right, guys, everyone, that could be. I was thinking tarp. But you're right. That could be a sheet or a mattress cover. See how it curves on the corners? Let me go in where my cursor is. See how it curves here? That could be like a mattress pad cover. The fitted sheet. It could be a tarp folding a little bit. It could be a trash bag here, and there's something in it holding this side down. See? Could be a trash bag and another trash bag here. Because if they threw one trash bag in there, there's more than one. Because if someone's throwing something in a trash bin to be picked up and they don't want it found, they're not going to just have one trash bag in there. So that could be, it looks like that one lip of could be one trash bag and there's like dirt coming out of it, holding the other side down, and it could be another one laying next to it, or you're right, it could be a sheet, a mattress pad. It could also be a tarp. But there's two of them there with it. So I want to ask you a question. And I'll challenge you. I'm still going to challenge you and all that to find that video. I still challenge you on it, but don't do it till after the live. So I want to ask you something. Let's theorize. Okay. If indeed, hello, everyone who's come in. And hi, mods. Thank you. You always do such a great job. And hello, everyone who's come in. Thank you for being here. We're talking about the landfill search that happened for Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers in Kentucky, White Plains. Okay. So let's talk about it. If they did find something, like we're seeing, let's say what we're seeing in the photo is indeed something. Okay. If they did indeed, and we are speculating, we are theorizing, this isn't fact. It could be a shower curtain, unicorn of hope. Excellent. Yes. Okay, I know you all are good with the photos, so I'm sure you'll rock the world with this photo once we get off. I'll receive all sorts of enhancements, and you guys are amazing. Okay. Yes, please hit the thumbs up if you would. Okay. So let's just talk for a second. Let's theorize, speculate. Hi, Bear 90. Carrie says that looks like skirting from a camper in a pic. Okay, a sheet or a cloth would be limp. Okay, I love your ideas. We're reading ideas right now, not facts. Yes. Carrie, you know what? Let me just send it right now. Let me just send it right now, just the close-up photo. Just so you're all know it's there again. Oh, because you mean they may not have seen this. Okay. Great idea, Carrie. Thank you for... Landfill search photo, Kentucky. Okay, y'all, it's sent. Okay, so let's see. Anyway, let's get back to let's think this through. So if indeed we are praying for justice for Sebastian, no one deserves this, no matter who it turns out to be, no matter what, we need to locate him. That's most important. Let's locate him and then worry about, making sure anyone's arrested. Let's talk theory here. Common sense almost, right? If we think about it like it critically. Oh, my wrench said they heard, my wrench heard that CP was replacing skirting. We are sharing ideas, not facts. Thank you for sharing that. I have sent it in. We do not have to send it in. Thank you, Bear. Credit to you. I wasn't sure you wanted me to say your name, but yes, I've sent it in. This exact photo right here was just sent. Okay. So anyway, if they tracked the trash from the home to the trash man to where he said he dumped it to be at the landfill in Kentucky on the day it arrives, having gotten filled out a probable cause affidavit for a search warrant, swore an oath before the judge. Okay. We're speculating some of this. And they're there. And the trash was picked up Monday morning before 6 a.m. and left the neighborhood before 6:30. I'm sorry. It left the neighborhood before, I want to say 6:22, but I don't have my notes in front of me. Okay. So 6:22 a.m. the trash is picked up. According to Sebastian's mother's alibi, at around 7 p.m., the trash was taken out by Sebastian. Okay. Now, if indeed something was found, as we're viewing this, it looks like it could be. They are, by the way, in the very specific location, like the reporter said, as to where Sebastian's trash was dumped. And I called. They have specific cells for each, they dump. Not everyone dumps in one cell. There's designated cells where they dump in. So they went, and where they are is that area, right? Where they said, okay, this is the cell where it's dumped, or maybe they were there when it arrived. I don't know. It doesn't look like it. But anyway, maybe they're dumping it and going through it. Who knows? But they were there that first day. So let's talk about it. If they think and have probable cause to believe something was thrown in the trash that relates to a crime regarding Sebastian Rogers, and the alibi is, according to the mom, she and Sebastian were alone Sunday night. The trash was taken out at 7 p.m. They were alone, had come home from Texas Roadhouse. In the morning, he wasn't there, and the trash was picked up. So if they find anything, who would they logically talk to first? The other person who's home besides Sebastian, who could be putting things in a trash can. Allegedly. No accusations. Just thinking about it logically, right? That's where you would begin, in my opinion. That's where you're going to begin. And then maybe it comes out, well, someone else was here. Or maybe, I don't know. I don't know. Sebastian, yes. Yes. And it's bothered me, that 30-minute gap, because originally Katie said, and KP and CP said she reported him missing, or saw him missing at 6. He wasn't there. Looked for like a minute, so fast, 3 minutes tops, called Chris, and they were on the phone within a minute Chris called, he said. So then I always wondered, well, what were we all doing the next 25, 30 minutes because dispatch, once we heard dispatch, we knew it was 6:33. He was reported. So what's the gap? That's why I've always wondered. Remember our slideshow when we did that study session months ago? Something's weird with the trash. They waited till the trash truck left the neighborhood. You okay, Pumpkin? They waited till the trash truck, in my opinion, allegedly left the neighborhood. Could be. Sunny Weatherford brought it up too. Went missing before the trash was picked up. Reported missing after the trash was picked up. I don't know. But I remember Sunny said that. So just look at it. If you want to take your screenshots of it, but please don't everyone send it to at night. I just sent it that close up even to them so they have it. Let's not clog those lines with all sending the same thing, please. We don't know, Patricia. We're trying to figure it out. This is Sumner County went to the landfill in Kentucky the very day Sebastian's trash arrived there. But the article, the news report that says that, I can't find anymore. Okay. $20 just because someone said something not nice. Thank you, Jules. You're very sweet. Very sweet. I don't know what you mean though, but you're very kind. Thank you, Jules. That's sweet. It means a lot. So it's logical, right? Mods, are you watching the chat just in case? I'm not sure if that's what we're referring to. Thank you so much, though, sweetie. I really appreciate that. It just makes sense. So the article that states they found something that states it came the first day of the trash arriving. That's pretty, I mean, they tracked the trash there. So this area, they were directed, this is their area, their cells. I don't know how big the cells are. When I called, she just said every truck had, they get to a specific cell, they dump, and then as soon as it dumps, things are crushed and moved and crushed and moved and crushed and moved, crushed down, moved up, from down to up. I think she said down to up and east to west even. But that's what she said. Because I called out there just to see, do they just dump anywhere or do they? And she said, no, we have specific locations. So this must be their area where that person that they tracked, who told them exactly where the trash went. This must be Sebastian's trash area, or the neighborhood. Let's put it this way: Sebastian's neighborhood's trash area. I don't know, Austin, if it gets crushed before going to the landfill, but I do know at the Kentucky landfill, as soon as it gets into the cell, it starts being crushed. And she said, it'll get crushed. The truck will crush and move it and crush and move stuff and crush and move it. So right away. So when law enforcement goes to those places, I wonder if that's why they have cells. Is so if law enforcement ever needed to go look, they can say, oh, that neighborhood goes here, this neighborhood goes there. Mm-hmm. Elections are coming, Carrie. Elections are coming. Watch Pop Goes the Weasels. That live, I talk about that because I think that that'll put a lot of pressure. Not only do we feel like the P-foots are pressured, CP seeming pressured, but if you think they feel pressured now from allegedly a sheriff knocking on the door, imagine when elections get closer, because the mayor's going up for election, the sheriff, and all the county commissioners. And they have, so the pressure is going to be on. Believe me, the pressure will be on because they will want that election. They're going to want this. Not that they don't want it solved now. I'm not saying that, but there will be more pressure put on even then, I believe. Or it should be. Because remember. Thank you so much, Sassy. You are so kind. We have such a great time in our membership. We meet Saturdays, 1 p.m. We call it the reunions. And if you receive this sweet, gifted Crime Time Buzz membership from Sassy T, please thank her and join us Saturday at 1 p.m.-ish. Thank you, Sassy T. So you're welcome to screenshot it. See what you think. I want to show you the other photo of where it's not all blown up so you all can. Yeah, I agree. Please hit the thumbs up. We need people to know this. We need people to know this. Every one of you, please hit that thumbs up. Now, I challenge you. We watched the broadcast from March 7th, from March 8th, and from March 9th for WKRN. The one from the last one, I can't find anywhere. And that's the challenge. WKRN2 has a YouTube channel, and you can also Google it. And my challenge to you is, can you find that video where it states they found something and they learned something? They were there the day the trash arrived. Right? So very different. Let's listen to it one more time. Actually. Full credit to Granny's Crime Busters for holding on to this, because my tech skills aren't that great, so don't hold me to it that it's not there. That's why I'm challenging you. Listen to it. Credit to Granny's Crime Busters. Oh, there it is. Sorry, I'm a little.
At 5. Thank you, Mark. A backhoe digs through mounds of trash at a Kentucky landfill. It's the latest effort in the search for a missing 15-year-old that is intensifying. Good evening and welcome to News 2 at 5. I'm Bob Mueller.
And I'm Haley Wilgus. Sebastian Rogers became the subject of an Amber Alert when he went missing last week. The TBI released new images of Sebastian today. The Sumner County Sheriff's Office traveled to the White Plains landfill in Hopkins County as a precautionary measure. They say the landfill is where trash from Sebastian's neighborhood was taken to. News 2's Adam Minzer is joining us live from that search site with an update. Adam.
Haley, Bob, we actually just heard from the Sumner County Sheriff telling us that they were looking in a very specific location. The location right behind me with that white tarp right there and a few people moving around. As you can see, there's more activity there now than there was previously in the day. It looks like they've resumed normal operations. Now, what's interesting about what the sheriff just told us is that they were looking this specific area because the trash from Sebastian's neighborhood got dumped here today. They spoke to the driver of the trash truck for that area, and he said that it was put in that space right behind us. I want to show you some drone footage.
So, guys, that is something that did stand out to me. They went there the day that the trash from Sebastian's area was dumped. I didn't know that before. I don't know if you guys did. But yeah, they went there the day that it was dumped. Okay.
This is as close as they've let us get to the search, but we took this a little bit earlier. You could see about 20 people searching this concentrated area using an excavator to move around the trash to get a better idea of what's there. As you said, this is all precautionary. The sheriff's office says that they were doing this to rule out possible questions and options, telling them where Sebastian may be. The search has been ongoing for about 10 days now. They extensively searched the area in Sumner County around Sebastian's home, and before moving here, about an hour and a half away to White Plains, Kentucky. Now, as it's starting to get dark, we're waiting to learn more about what, if anything, they found. As a reminder, Sebastian is 5'5" with dirty blonde hair, last seen wearing a black shirt and black sweatpants. Bob, Haley?
Adam,
He had the clothing right, a black shirt and black sweatpants. So he had the clothing right.
it's been a day-long effort. What happens now?
At the last we heard from the sheriff, he says that now they look at what they found, look at what they learned, and then they reassess whether it's worth it to continue searching here or to move on to other.
They'll be reviewing what they found and what they learned. Did you catch that?
What they found and what they learned. Full credit to Granny's Crime Busters for having that clip, because that is not the information in any of his 3 other reports, right? And I can't find it anywhere. So you all let me know if you can find it somewhere. Welcome in, AJ. Hello, Cat in the Shadows. So let's get back. I'm going to put the picture up one more time, talk about it. And one thing I want to point out is that is not necessarily exactly Sebastian's trash because it's the neighborhood trash, remember. It's the neighborhood trash. So that could be from a different home, but there are two of them gathered around it, right? There's two of them gathered around it, like some, I don't know, but it's not necessarily. Bye, Sassy T. We're about to wrap up, but it's not necessarily. Sassy, see if you can find that video too. I challenge you guys. It's not necessarily Sebastian's trash that they're sifting through the neighborhood trash, but right here, there's two of them on one item, so that's like an alert to me. Right? Is it to y'all? Is that a cello case? Is that what y'all are saying? Is that a cello case? Oh, or a guitar case? Oh my gosh. I'm not going to say it. Like a hockey bag? Bye. It got changed. Thank you for being here. Pamela Roberts, it took time apparently for it to get to Kentucky, but the day it arrived, law enforcement was there. So we had all thought law enforcement, because this article, I'm telling you, is not there anymore. So we're going by the other stuff. We didn't have the article that said they arrived the day Sebastian's neighborhood trash arrived. I think that was taken down. I don't know if they took anything with them. Austin, I would assume whatever evidence, if any, they found. Is it a sea bag? That was going to come out of my mouth, but I didn't want to start any rumors. It could also be a hockey bag. Let's go to the enlarged version, but that's something I was thinking of too. If your children ever played hockey, those big old bags, right? So here it is. Oh, Lord. No, that does not look like when I enlarge it, it does not look like a guitar or cello case because it looks softer because of this bump out right here. It looks like an odd shape, not a hard shape. I'm going to take a picture of that too. I want a picture of that close up like that. So that could be, yes, many things. It could be something wrapped in a blanket. I'm coming over to see what you all think it is. A navy sea bag, okay. Looks like something is wrapped around the top. It looks white. It could be something that had been double wrapped, you're thinking? Okay. My Rent says CP stated himself he was replacing skirting. Put on an RV for insulation reasons. We're just tossing ideas around, everyone. We're not accusing anyone. We're just looking. This is our first opportunity to really see this photo up close. Why would they take that video down, right? They probably didn't want him to report that they found something. Because according to my opinion, if they report they found something in the landfill in Kentucky, who are they going to look at, and who is everyone going to look at? The one person who was home. So you wouldn't want to label anyone until you're sure, and you wouldn't want to tip anyone off. So either way, who knows? And it could be something from another neighbor's trash, but they're there to look for Sebastian stuff. So I don't know. We'll see. I'm wondering if they're hiding it because when you enlarge it here for the truth, does it look like it? Oh, I see what you mean. Okay, I see. I see what you mean. It looks like, hold on as I look at it closer. It looks like right here is opened, right? A little bit. I don't know, but this could be a sheet. This could be a tarp, shower curtain, like someone said. Go back one more time for you and do something. What is that? Now, what do you think it is? There, now you can see it better, everyone. Right, I believe they're not that big. Hockey bags are, but I don't know if it were a big old hockey bag. Someone just said they're in the military and their bags are not that big. But hockey bags can be that big. And maybe it could be like something's in one end, but not the other. But I see what you all are saying about, because at the end does look like it's rectangular, doesn't it? So just something to think about. You're right. Hockey bags probably aren't that long. Okay. You guys are great. A painter's blanket. Ooh. But what's inside of it? See how it looks like something's, well, take your screenshots of it, my friends. And I am not going to be on in the morning. We don't have a trial tomorrow. Lori's not on tomorrow. I'm going to go play pickleball, and then I'll be on in the afternoon. Yeah, screenshot it before I take it down, because I know some of you like to look at them and do your thing with them. I was thinking ski bags too, Cinderella, because I used to travel with my skis. And then shove maybe their down jacket, or their boots stuffed in there too. Could be. But remember, this is the neighborhood trash. But in my opinion, there's two people focused on one thing. Maybe they're determining whether it's important. Maybe they found something that could be related or is. I don't know. Thank you. Thank you, Deanna Bond. Want to be my secretary? You all, thank you so much for such a fun day. I have absolutely enjoyed the last 4 days, spending all day with you from morning till evening and then getting back on. It has been a joy, fun, and I will see you tomorrow. You all be safe, please. And tomorrow, next time I see you, I will be saying Happy Friday. Thank you so much for being here. And remember, we are speculating on this. And the person who put the comment in, it's unverified. But this was from the landfill search, because it was from footage on the news. This photo. And our friend took screenshots of it and sent it to me. And I am sharing it with you. So there it is. I am not getting tired of you. Not at all. I enjoy that. It has been so fun. Absolutely love it. It's been a fun week together. Thank you all for making me laugh, for being fun in light of some of the things we have to talk about. You have great one-liners. You're also sweet, kind, and drama-free. I appreciate you all so much. Could it be a tent bag? I'm a camper. My tent bag's smaller. Well, I don't know. I guess it would be what size tent. And don't they usually have the square ends? Mine are like square. I don't know. It could be though, actually. See the strap. You see a strap, Stardust? Or Patricia? A construction bag, Funny just says. I didn't even know there was such a thing as a construction bag. The two black bits. Kika's saying the two black bits. Kika, are you saying the black part is two different things? I lost it. The two black bits are black garbage bags. It's like that big clear plastic bit they're looking at. So you think the black things, oh, that's why it's so filled. That could be. Yes, it could be a black trash bag right there. Oh, and that's another thing I was going to say is, someone's throwing away trash of something if indeed there was allegedly something that someone wanted to throw away to hide in a crime, they're not just going to put one bag there. So, they have multiple bags to go through. Probably the same measure of the bin, right? They'd fill it, but make sure the lid's closed kind of thing. That's what I guess I would think they would do. Well, you all have a wonderful night. We are going to bring Sebastian Rogers home. We are Sebastian's Army. Remember, we are Sebastian's Army at gmail.com. Get your packets, your bracelets, t-shirts, flyers, and the ability to discuss volunteering situations. So thank you, Sebastian's Army, and we are here for all the kids. Jonathan Hong, thinking of him as well. He's still out there. And rest in peace, little Caden Nolan. So sad. All three with autism. Little Nolan found in the water today. He disappeared yesterday while his auntie was napping. And Jonathan Hong disappeared, almost identical situation to Sebastian, quite frankly. And no shoes, no jacket, didn't take his cell phone. Now he's high functioning autistic, capable of carrying out conversations, but he may get flustered if he can't solve a problem, maybe not come visible to the search and rescue. So that's Jonathan Hong from Arlington, Washington. And his flyer is on my post from 3 days ago. But thank you absolutely for being here. And also, I will see you tomorrow evening for sure, if not an afternoon early one too, after I get back. Thank you so much. Have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow. Talk soon.